live. I think we're just waiting for people to come in, but we don't know where we'll seat you.
And we did it all wrong a little while ago. So
I don't know if even that's going to go out.
We tried to do it.
Is that? Hang a minute, darling. Oh no, we're just pushing the thing. Welcome to live chat. Remember, where's your chat?
Whose chat? Mine.
No, them.
Oh, them. I was like...
Well, we see your right. Hang on a minute. So if I go on there now, put a comment on and see if it works
on the YouTube.
Oh, there's one person. Hello.
Is that me?
Hello. Oh, is that you?
I don't know. It's not me. I don't think.
Karen. Hello, Karen. Yes, they're all here. Hi, everybody. Oh, it's worked.
That's better. Sorry, we did it wrong on the last one.
Oh, we just had such a laugh. Listen, we're both... We want to just have a chat because we were supposed to do that part. Oh, thanks. You're putting your arm around me.
It's hurting me.
We were supposed
to like that.
No, don't, if it hurts, then let me know.
I just need to get my drink.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Andrea. Oh, my God, they're all here now. So what happened with the last... Ow.
Sorry, I don't know.
Hey, Tracy. They're in. The tribe are in. We're looking well. Let us tell you.
We're going to tell you.
Let us tell you. So... The reason why we're coming on is because we wanted to do a bit of awareness about chronic illness. And we were supposed to do part 2 of Trump and all the rest of it, weren't we? We were doing the astrological aspects of predictions. And it's all gone a bit wrong. Yeah. And sometimes, you know, especially when I'm looking at comments on here, a lot of you are bedbound or you're dealing with illnesses. And I feel that with the ascension that's taking place at the moment, and even before that, so many light workers, nearly every medium I know has got some chronic illness, normally exhaustion, ME, fibromyalgia, all sorts of stuff. So we just wanted to talk you through the last few days as to why it's been a bit absent. Look at all these beautiful people. Yeah, look at you, librarian, osteoarthritis,
syndrome, bless you.
And so what happened is that on Monday we were going to get. I was feeling a bit not okay anyway, but a bit tired. But then we'll talk through that in a minute about invisible illness.
And also, you've been helping me. I had my wisdom tooth out a couple of weeks ago, so Nicky's been helping me with my recovery, and I've been helping her with her ME flare. So it's been a bit of a the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, exactly.
It, really?
And so what happens is we decide to go and have a lovely day out with our friend Jo in Felixstowe. She's sitting there waiting for us. And then she says quite serenely, oh, my heart rate's going up. I'm like, okay. And so I said, what's it going up to? She goes, oh, it's 120. I went, right. And then she said, oh, it's 130 now. I'm like, okay. And then I'm thinking we need to turn around right now because it then goes up to 140, 50, and then we're up to 160 beats per minute. And I'm absolutely pooping my pants by this time, right? So I'm going to, I'll tell you about the journey up when I do that. It
started off with a little bit of chest pain, didn't it, to start with? And I was trying not to worry her because I was thinking, I'm getting a bit of a funny chest pain, and I had a bit of a pain in my kind of groin, like where your femoral artery is. And I was thinking, I think I might be starting to have a heart episode because I've got a couple of underlying heart conditions. But obviously, being with what's gone on with Nicky, and obviously us seeing that horrible thing the other week, I didn't want to worry her.
Oh, what, the resuscitating?
Yeah, I didn't want to worry about, thinking it was a thing. So I just took my tablet that I normally take, my Metrolol, which helps with my irregular heartbeat. And I was hoping that it would wear off. But as we was driving along, it was getting worse and worse. And in the end, I didn't want to ruin the day out either because it's the first day you felt well. It was the first day you'd felt well to go and do something. We're going to see a mutual friend of ours for some lunch, and it just got worse to the point I was starting to feel very unwell. So Nicky in the end,
so it's my old police driving.
That's it. We're turning around. We're going to A&E.
And I just towed it. I don't even want to tell you what speed I was doing because I'm like, I cannot be having a cardiac arrest with you, can I? You'd have to bear with my language. I'm on a bad day, but we'll go into that in a minute. So then we go in there, cut a long story short, we're there for, 13 hours?
Yeah.
But we did have a laugh, didn't we?
Yeah, and we got seen quite quickly, though, to be honest with you.
I'm not surprised because your heart was up to 180 by the time you got there.
They thought I was having a heart attack. That's what they thought was happening.
So I'm trying to stifle a bit of a panic attack because I'm thinking of Darren. And I'm like, no, this is not happening. And it's like, it was just terrific. But we did make the best of it. And this is why I've called this When Life Gives You Lemons, because you got to try and keep your vibration as high as possible. And it was scary for a little while,
It
but
was
then they
very scary
started
to start
settling
with,
it, didn't
yeah.
you? But then it kept going up and down, up and down. Then it started bleeping reds and went down to 30 beats, and I'm shitting myself, excuse my French. So I'm running up to this, it's
And then
okay,
it was
it's okay. I'm
flatlining,
like,
wasn't it, to
oh
like
my
0 and 19.
God.
But that was where I didn't know this at the time until I saw my cardiologist later on the following day. But I was having ectopic beats because I was in a really bad SVT tachycardia episode. So when my heart couldn't keep up, it was having rest periods in between. And obviously it was quite frightening.
No, but I'm so proud of you, because you go out with an emergency pill, and this is what people don't get today, and we'll get onto that in a minute. But you go out there not knowing when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen. It's just terrific. So we were there. It was so funny though, because at one point, right, she said, "I thought I was hallucinating."
I was at my
Because-
heart meds, and I'm laying there in the cubicle, and then all of a sudden, Nikki's doing her games on her phone to keep herself occupied, because by this time we were like 11 hours in, aren't we? And then all of a sudden, this vision arrives.
In Blue, Archangel Michael Blue, about 6'3", 6'4", isn't he? Absolutely gorgeous. And he goes, "Is there anything I can do for you, ladies?" It's looking like
I was hallucinating. I went, "Can you? Is this real? Give me a minute."
And I was so naughty, because I said, "Yeah, pop your top first of all, just to cheer us up, because we've had a bad day." And he went and got us sandwiches. And this gorgeous, beautiful soul called Steve.
Yeah.
But if you're watching, anyway, I ain't joking.
An evening for 3 hours to help people in the ED department, because we was in, at that point, we was in the emergency department bit, in the obs and resuscitation ward bit. Excuse me. And he was literally coming in offering us sandwiches, teas and coffees, water, going around to all the cubicles.
Kind, wasn't he?
Yeah, really
and he was
kind.
keeping people on their own. I was doing it as well. I kept going around to random people on their own.
Having a chat with them, weren't you?
Yeah. And so you find what we're trying to say is we're trying to find positives in negative things.
Yeah.
And then you had to be moved up to a wall, didn't you? And I had to go. But then what happened was, when I came out of the hospital, bearing in mind I'm exhausted now, it's not all about me, I don't mean that.
No.
It is, I'm joking. And I get in the car, right, come out of the hospital, and the road's blocked. So for 40 minutes, the sat-nav keeps telling me to go back round. And I'm, in the end, my intuition, I just said, "Raphael, please help me." And so I just felt like I need to just drive straight. And I thought, if I drive straight, I'll eventually get home. It took me an hour and a quarter, which should have been 20 minutes. So I'm exhausted by this time. Then nobody heard me in the house. I didn't have a key, because you had it in your bleeding bag, and I forgot.
Oh.
And so, obviously, with this condition, you see me, hey, hi and lovely and wonderful, like that driving video where people saying, "Oh, you got your sunglasses on," the rest of it. It was because I've got got light sensitivity.
And that's one day where you feel
It's one day when you feel good. But Mila filling the ponds, it took me 11. In the end, it was 12 hours drive, because the A12 was shut. So I crashed then, just got up, just got fine, went out with you, and then crashed again. So today I couldn't even get out of bed. I slept till 3 in the afternoon. And so the reason we're talking about this is not to say, "Oh, poor us."
No, it's not about being in victim mode.
It's about people with chronic illness and us acknowledging the tribe that are fighting this.
Someone with that, yeah.
And it's finding ways to try and bring a positive aspect to it. And the times I've said to you, when you lay in there, find your best song on, find the best movie, get your essential oils on, and say, right, this is a day that I'm going to stop and rest, and that's it. And that's what you got to do, because if you start thinking about what you used to do and what you used to be able to accomplish, you're not going to get anywhere, are you?
Yeah.
And we did have a laugh, didn't we? And I pulled my back from laughing.
Yeah.
So all my right hand side is all in spasm now. My ribs have gone into spasm because we were laughing. So I don't mind that.
No.
But it's just,
But then it's the next few days after, because obviously this happened at the beginning of the week. We're now on Wednesday. So now, obviously,
yesterday I had the vets, didn't I, Mila?
I'm feeling
a pond.
I'm feeling better now, and I'm back to work, like doing my readings again. But Nikki's now in a crash because she's overexhausted herself with all the worry and the stress and all of the running around, trying to help me when I was in crisis. And you just don't even realise. People just don't realise that because you look okay, because you look okay on the outside, they think that you are okay. So you get dirty looks, if you're parking in a disabled bay, for example, because you need to be close to the shops because it can trigger a reaction if you're too far away and you have to walk too far. There's so many things that people take for granted when they just see somebody that looks a bit more normal, and they're not walking around with a cane or a frame or a visual disability.
Yeah, you're not in a wheelchair.
The invisible disabilities, we really get discriminated against, to be honest with you. And we just thought we'd come on and talk about it a little bit, about some of the things that people go through in their lives that are just completely unnoticed and invisible.
Yeah, you have to think of it, don't you? Because, and I totally get it. There was some said that were caring for me, but others were a bit sarky the other day about my driving the car. About, oh, you're not wearing your seatbelt properly. Well, have a think why I wasn't wearing my seatbelt properly. I'm a retired police officer. My dad died because he didn't have a seatbelt on, right? I'm not the sort of person to not care about that.
But when you're in that much pain,
I was in so much pain down my neck and my collarbone. It was agony, and I had to get to Karma. I had to get to work, so I had to put it under my boob, under my armpit, because the pain was excruciating, and I had to go and work. And so people, it was just a typical example of people judging you. And it's like sometimes I have my sunglasses on. Someone who's no longer a member here started saying, I don't like your energy. Who do you think you are wearing sunglasses and you're being an actress? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Off you pop, you're no longer here. Because you're light sensitive, you're sound sensitive. And the amount of symptoms that you have, I'm seeing all the comments down here.
Yeah, and all of you chronic illness people, hello, bless your hearts.
Oh, hello, darling.
Everyone.
And they don't realise, what you're going through. If I sat here every day and said, you know what, I've got, at the moment, my ankles are swollen, can't move my toes, can't move my ribs, can't breathe properly without feeling like I'm being stabbed, my eye sockets are killing me, my hair follicles are hurting, my nails are hurting, I can't lift anything. Nobody wants to hear that. But we're going through that every single day. All of you are, that deal with chronic pain, chronic illnesses, or anything that you've had for many, many years. And so it's a shout out to all you warriors, really. And share on here. What do you do to get through it?
And it's little things, isn't it, as well? Like
we are true warriors, Tammy.
How your appearance changes. Like, I don't know if any of you can see at the moment, I've got an extremely swollen face. So I have days where my inflammation's really bad and I swell up massively. And you're the same.
Yeah,
like, today it's been your fingers and your hands, isn't
I'm
it?
a bit swollen,
and for me, it's been around my throat and my face because I've had to be on all these medications. But what people don't realise is how this affects your everyday relationships. With your family members, how they get frustrated with needing to care for you. You feel like a burden to people.
Yeah.
Where you feel as if you're a problem, that you're unpredictable. Your friendships get pissed off with you.
Yeah.
They're fed up with you cancelling appointments.
All the friends,
like, bless her, Jo was very understanding yesterday. But, these are friends we've had for a long time, many years. But, other friendships that have dropped by the wayside. If you can't make it one day because you've had a funny turn or you're not well or you've had a flare and you have to cancel appointments or in meetings or days out or nights out or plans or those that lovely trip away or that lovely concert, that people don't want to be your friend anymore. They're sick of it. They're just like...
Arthritic pain is definitely no joke, Belle.
Yeah, and people just don't realise what you're trying to juggle. Even things like your sex life, like your partners can get the hump if you're not up for it regularly. You're not
talking to thousands of people.
You're not. I know, because you're in fucking pain. Do you know what I mean? Excuse my French. Because you're in pain. Do you know what I mean? And you're not. It's the last thing.
I know, and even interviewers, there's sometimes when I have to cancel. I've had to cancel 2, one today and one tomorrow. Radio show tomorrow and one today, and you just feel but you feel like you're being unreliable. And there's a couple of people that haven't bothered getting back to me because I've had to cancel twice, because you never know how you're going to wake up, do you, darlings?
No.
Whatever you've got, this is literally a lottery of 200 symptoms. And they literally spike whenever they want. So you could be absolutely brilliant one night, wake up in the morning and you are flatlined.
Yeah.
And so half of the battle, which I've been telling you about, whatever you're suffering with, is mental attitude to it.
Yeah.
And not allowing people to interfere with how you're feeling. It's their problem if they don't like you anymore, or they ignore you again, or they don't bother inviting you anywhere. That's their problem.
Yeah.
And it's mentally, I think, right, what am I going to do that I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole? And so I got silly little games and jigsaws. And as I say, got my essential oils on, got my music on, or we get on here and help other people.
Yeah.
And it was the same in the hospital. If you think about the energy in a hospital, you've got pain, fear,
we changed
death,
the whole energy in that ward,
illness, right? You've got the nurses and the doctors under, and we literally made everybody laugh. And when we moved from the A&E, right, to the acute emergency bit, they were going, oh, don't leave us, like you've been doing a little show for us. And it was just to try and, there were people on their own there. Yeah. And we were trying to make them laugh. We weren't disrespecting anybody that was seriously ill, but we were gauging the energy because there's so much going on there. So I had a pink wall around both of us. I asked Ariel to put a pink wall around both of us to not allow us to absorb too much of what was going on around us. But the people that were open to listening to us, we just made them smile. We made them laugh. Do you want a glass of water? Do you want a cup of tea? Are you okay? And I was going around doing that, making the best of a really bad situation. And when we knew, you know, obviously Faye was up and down, but when we knew that she wasn't going to go into a cardiac episode, it lightened it a bit, didn't it?
Well, we was a bit relieved.
I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out of that, because we just couldn't stop laughing, because that's what you do.
We was going in hysterics, but I think that's also a reaction to once you're in the flight response, to then going into this relief of, oh my God, thank God I'm not having a cardiac arrest. Thank God I'm not, you know, going to have a heart attack or whatever, you know. I think you start to, you know, let go of your panic a bit more and go into that space.
Thank you, Powden. Yeah.
You know,
absolutely right. Of relief. And you do, don't you? I think we're all suffering. You tell, oh, thank you, Alison, saying that we help immensely.
Oh,
but that's what it's about, isn't it? Hey, Tracy, you're right, darling. But, you know, it's, the truth is that you have to show your truth, whether you're angry on here, whether you're resentful, whether you're happy, whether you're spiritual, whether you're zen.
Exactly.
You know, you can't always be that person that says everything's great, you should all be great, kumbaya.
No, because you've got to show reality as well, aren't you? Look, you're kind of trying to pretend and gaslight people that are feeling vulnerable to think, oh no, well, if you just think positive all the time, you're always going to be all right. That's not true. You know, don't get me wrong. What we're saying is that, you know, you can make the best of a bad situation. Yes, but sometimes you can't move yourself out of a bad situation for whatever reason. And so you have to then try and pull on your reserves to try and keep your energy up and try and keep yourself a bit more on the positive side of things, because you can catastrophize yourself into even more anxiety.
Absolutely right.
But there's some situations that you just can't bypass, and you have to sort of go through them.
Yeah,
and just sit through
and there
them.
are things you can do, even if you're completely incapacitated. You can press play, you can watch and listen to podcasts and people that are inspirational for you. And this is why, you know, and this kicked off a load of comments, didn't it? Me saying about why famous people go to certain mediums. I wasn't hating, so that's another projection. No. It was just my observation and my opinion on 35 years of professionally working in this field, and it was just me. It came up for whatever reason, and so that's why I said be careful what you watch and what you're exposed to, because a lot of people on here are vulnerable. A lot of people normally come to these sort of channels because they've had loss, or they're struggling with mental health, or they've got chronic illness, and they're trying to find inspiration. And so that was the only reason I said about be careful what you expose yourself to and what you absorb nowadays, because a lot of you are becoming more sensitive, and with that potentially you can have more sensitive issues with whatever illnesses or conditions you're dealing with.
Yeah.
And so it's finding coping mechanisms and finding ways to deal with that. So, you know, one of my go-tos, and I keep saying about it, which you should all try, because naturally, personally for us with fibromyalgia and ME, they put you on the gabapentin, amitriptyline,
pain relievers,
tramadol, Oromorph. What are all the pentin ones anyway? All of those, pregabalin, Cymbalta, and all the crap. And you know, that's fine if that works for you, but please, for any of you, it doesn't hurt for you to have a look at low dose naltrexone. For some people, it has created 100% recovery. For me, going from a wheelchair with a commode and needing carers to now, that's how much it's improved my way of being. And oh God, is that one of those? That's one of those naughty people coming in.
Yeah, maybe.
Karen, I think we've got a naughty person, darling, because he's talking about explosive diarrhea. Exactly, that is.
Although it could be true with these conditions.
I know.
We do get
I got
like
that from Cape Verde.
Yeah.
So strumming, Ronin, that's a lot of pills. Yeah, it was. I was on 38 pills a day before my nan come from the spirit world and told me about LDN. All this is in my book, Me, Myself and I. It's not a plug, it's in there, and it's true what happened. So have a look at ldnresearch.org.uk. It's called an off-label, red label drug, because the professor who created it with another professor in America didn't want it to go to the FDA because he knew how expensive it would be, and that you know, us lot wouldn't be able to afford it. And so he makes it available. Some GPs prescribe it, others won't, because it's cheap and they won't make any money on it. So you get it prescribed from Dixon's chemist in Glasgow. And it actually is used for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Hashimoto's, lupus, Lyme's disease, ME, MS, arthritis, cancer, you name it, it helps. Everybody's different, so some it might not work for, some it will work amazingly, some it's a life changer.
If you've got underlying conditions that
but
it aggravates,
but the doctor will tell you that you can't just
Yeah.
take it. You've got to have a private session with a doctor, and it's like £20 a month, which is bloody less than a prescription now. I don't even know how much a prescription is, but have a look at that anyway for like the medical side of it. But oh, look, hang on a minute, we're way behind. Oh, sending healing vibes. Who's that? Kathleen. Thank you, Angel Pie. And so, yeah, it's just, what's that? I'm trying to catch up with them. I use meditation, mindfulness, patience with myself. This is Suzanne. Yeah. Big impact on friendships. Try to speak to people online. Mental attitude is a big thing. Yeah, oh, you are singing to my choir, my angel girl. That's exactly why.
Yeah. And again, it helps if you've got good partners. I mean, I'm lucky. My partner's really supportive.
Creative Living one. It's called low dose naltrexone. Sorry, go on.
That's all right. Go on, you finish what you're doing.
No, she just asked what the name of it was called.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Low dose naltrexone, LDN. Think of London in short. LDN. Yeah. Go.
And I was saying it helps if you've got supportive family members or partners. In my situation, obviously, you know, I've got a really supportive partner and thoughtful children, you know, in that respect. And Nicky, you had Darren, didn't you? He was fantastic.
Oh, he was perfect for it because he had it as well.
Yeah, so he understood.
So
I think that really helps. But obviously, you know, when you was on your own back in Devon, you really felt the difference of, you know, being on your own with this condition and how devastating it is, which is another reason why she's moved back down
that really
to this end, because you just can't be on
your
own.
The only kept me going was you and a couple of other people in the tribe.
Yeah.
Because I felt inspired to talk and do things on there. Otherwise, I don't know where I'll be right now, to be honest with you. Someone just said about a Scottish cat, what crystal to use. Calming crystals are going to be.
Yeah.
Rose quartz.
Yeah, rose quartz or amethyst or something like lapis lazuli. That's really good for the nervous system and calming. And also you can buy, for Skittish cats, you can buy these little plugins and you can get these little collars as well that have got like some kind of... like aromatherapy oils that help to calm and
Google what aromatherapy oils are good for cats. Obviously some are toxic. Love it. It's Bob here, Julie. Hello Bob, if you're here, darling. Look, Joe lives alone. I understand how you feel. That's the importance of getting online and finding your tribe, so that you can just plug in and start talking to them. And it's like I started, I think, as in the book, I meet the Barmy sisters all over the world, and we used to plug in, but we used to laugh and inspire each other and swap holistic therapies and what helps us, rather than moan about it, you know.
Absolutely.
So you can have a moan now and then, because we do. I say, oh my God, like today I'm walking like a 90-year-old, but hey ho, it doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, I was doing readings today and I come in here about 3 o'clock, didn't I? I said to you, Nick,
do you want to get up?
I'm not
going anywhere.
No, I can't even get out of bed. No. And now obviously this evening you've picked up a bit. And this is the thing, isn't it? People see that when you've picked up a bit, they think, oh, you're all right now.
Yeah, I love it. Do you love it when they say, oh, nice
now? It's a mindset that's keeping you ill.
Yeah, oh, that really gets my will. Oh, it's reconnecting.
Or it says it's your mindset that's keeping you ill, you know. And it's like, well, if you know, you're kind of, because you're talking about being ill all the time, you're bringing it on yourself. And you kind of think, really? No.
You can share Alzheimer's, LDN. That also is prescribed for Alzheimer's, Rich. So have a look into it, darling. What's that?
When you're living with chronic illness, of course you have to talk about it, because you're experiencing things.
You've got to share it.
And you also having appointments. Your life is filled with doctor's appointments, hospital appointments, medications.
And it's not only that, appointments, when it says, oh, can you make 9? No, because you mean you've got to wake up, gauge your energy, gauge if you can walk, gauge what pain you're in, take your meds, let them kick in. If you can drive, if you've got cognitive ability, if your brain fog's okay, then obviously I need to make sure I've got sweet, you've got hydration.
The hypoglycemic episode.
Yeah. And so it keeps reconnecting. Basically,
that's our internet dropping out.
Yes, the LDN for me, I was on tramadol, Oromorph, like morphine. I was on absolutely crap loads of stuff. I take it now, and I didn't take it the last 2 days because of the hospital and everything. and I noticed it. So now what I do is I top it up. If I'm really bad, like today, I top it up with a paracetamol. That's it.
And I mean, I've used a lot of holistic therapies and herbal medicine with my conditions over the years with my fibre. I went a different route because I'd done all of the other medications, and then I started going down a bit more of a holistic route with it, with different herbs and medicines, and they worked fantastically for a while. But then when my heart condition started to get worse, certain things that I was using, like passion flower for pain and relaxation and anxiety, was starting to have an effect on my arrhythmia and my heartbeat. So some of these, even these herbal medicines, they're fantastic and they're really good. If you have an underlying condition, it can interfere with that as well. So you do have to do your research on things, especially if you've got chronic illness that's affecting lots of different areas of your life, lots of parts of your body, comorbidities. So, you have to do your due diligence to your research, don't you?
Yeah, horses for courses. Some things work for others. But I have to say, within a week of taking LDN, after my nan told me from the spirit world to take it, I was out of my wheelchair. Yeah. And I was driving to my mum. She couldn't believe it. Hello, Bob, by the way. How are you doing, gorgeous man? Lovely to see you on here. Thank you, Carly, for putting it up. LDN, low dose naltrexone. Have a look at it. What else? Obviously, crystals. At the moment, I've got this in between me boobies, which is an orca crystal, and that's for balance, duality. Obviously, I get my energy from the sea as well. So this is a perfect crystal for that.
They're all in the other room at the minute.
I've got agate over there. I've got a golden healer, my Vogel crystal, and selenite just sitting right in front of me. So I'm mindful of the crystals. And obviously at the moment, you know that I'm obsessed with my blue crystals at the moment, and Larimar, and I've got aquamarine. Aquamarine, thank you. Bloody moonstone for new beginnings. I've got the Lemurian. So I'm mindful of what crystals I wear as well. And I tell you this all the time, because so many people on here, not you so much, Tribe, because you're like very good listeners and learners. I love you all. But a lot of people say, well, how do you do it? How do you live spiritually? And I'm like, I don't know how many more videos I can do, but obviously we've got to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Crystals, perfect sanctuary in your room, having things that please you, every sense, taste, smell, what you're looking at, what you're hearing. Sound frequency music.
Kind of like a video. I did a video the other day from my YouTube. I don't know if it's on there or not yet. It might be, but it was about how your environment has a huge effect on your mental health.
Yeah,
like
massive.
If a plant's dying in a plant pot, the first thing you do is you change its environment, don't you? You take it out of the pot, you check its roots, you check what needs to be done, you fertilise it, you feed it, you water it, you do all the things that you need to do, and then you put it out in the sunlight. And in a lot of ways, as human beings, as sentient beings, the same as plants, we're very much the same.
Yeah.
We need to make sure our environment's conducive to what's going on with us at the moment. And that could be different for different things that you're going through, including people, energy vampires, drains, people that always make a drama, or people that are being narcissistic or gaslighty. You just have to minimize your contact with them when you're really not feeling well.
That's what Chamuel brought up.
You just do, because you just can't take on other people's emotions at that point in time, because when you're feeling really ill, when you're in the middle of a flare or something like that, you need to prioritize all your energy for your own healing. And it's not being selfish to do that. You shouldn't feel guilty for doing that.
I think the hardest thing I've ever had to learn is to say no.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I was doing everything. Look what I did after Darren passed. I was going to America. I did the MBS. I was pushing and pushing and pushing.
You want to give to others, and you also, I think as well, if we look really deeply at that from a psychotherapeutic perspective, there's a real, because we've both had these, difficult childhoods, there's this need to feel that you're doing the best you can, because you don't want people to think badly of you. You don't want to let people down. You want, and
don't.
You kind of, you're so used to being so compulsively self-reliant as well, because you've never really had the support from like your families and things to a degree. You've become so compulsively reliant that you don't like to let anybody down, because you think that reflects badly on you, and people will think that you don't care, or that you're not.
Exactly. Thank you for all the hearts, darlings. That's exactly right, Tiggs. No, you're welcome, Tiggs. But you know what else is saying no, and also asking for help. The stream is freezing because Faye's got the worst Wi-Fi on the planet.
Sorry.
So it's a bit crap in this bedroom. So sorry about that. It will keep freezing out. Sorry about that. Don't apologise. I was only joking.
I'm having a hot flush now. So on top of this,
what crystals
we're
will
also,
help
as
with
ladies of a
trauma
certain
healing.
age, going through the menopause.
Yeah, I know, exactly. Add the menopause to it, girls.
Going through trauma healing. So trauma
door.
healing crystals, a really good one would be lapis lazuli, because that's really good for calming the nervous system down. I would probably have calming crystals, because you don't want anything that activates. So avoid things like quartz that are, you know, especially clear quartz, because that will amplify. So anything that's going to amplify. So you need things that are really calming, and
rose quartz.
Rose quartz definitely is another really good one that I would rely on. There's certain ones that are always great to go back to.
I've got a brain block. Golden Healer's a good one.
Yeah.
And Lemurian, what was that one?
Celestite, blue lace agate.
Have I got some news for you, people? Sorry to interrupt when you mentioned celestite.
Go on.
Celestite is like getting rocking horse poo. Decent lumps of celestite. Oh my days. Our beautiful people in the villages have just sent a huge shipment of the most amazing celestite I've ever seen. Have you seen it yet? They've got these big giant hearts, big spheres that they've found and dug up. Oh my, and it's so rare you can't get it.
No, I know.
And so they're letting me have first pickings. So we've got a celestite haul coming in.
Brilliant.
Celestite is one of the biggest calming. I'm telling you now, it's getting really rare.
So it connects to the angelic realms.
Yeah.
And it also connects to, you know, high frequency. So it's a fantastic
High
stone
frequency.
for
That's good
channeling,
for
calming, for, you know,
meditation,
sometimes getting out of the body and, you know, into the divine realm. So it's really good for helping you to kind of lift out of your physical body slightly. If you're experiencing a lot of pain, it'd be a fantastic crystal to use.
And it's established for healing and balance because it's Raguel's colour, pale blue. So that'll be a good one for what you just asked for, celestite. And it is stunning. And I'm not joking you. You want to see it. I'll show you the video after this.
I'll have a look.
They sent me the video. Oh, my Gabriel. It is,
excuse me if I keep burping, guys. It's just that
she's a piggy.
No, we have been on all this medication this last couple of days.
Oh, don't even give... Hang on a minute. Hold up. Oh, you are just talking a load of pants now, right? So we get... Oh, it must be the cheese. Oh, it must be the bloody lettuce. Oh, that's definitely that sparkling water. Every day you've got a different excuse for it.
For wind. Wind. I'm a windy
It makes me... I'm going to start recording them now and do a collage. Oh, it must be the lettuce. Lettuce? That was the other day, the lettuce. Anyway, so celestite's coming in. Celestite's a great one. In fact, all my celestite's packed. But I've said to Karen and Sharon, can you please try and let me hold off not getting any of it?
Yeah.
Because I just am nicking everything. I'm a crap business person.
No, it's celestite. S-E...
It is better out than all.
C-E-L-E-S-T-I-T. Celestite.
As in celery with stite on the end.
Yeah, celestite.
Celestite. It's a pale blue angelic crystal.
And you think of celestite.
Yeah, celestial. That's a good way of doing it. Yeah. It is the most stunning. Oh, my God. And we literally have been... How long have we been waiting for, Karen? Celestite. Yes, Rosalie.
Yeah, that's it. Well done, Rosalie.
My celestial lamp arrived today. Have you got the celestite lamp? Because we have got the celestite lamps. I don't know if we've got any left. I've got no clue. Karen will tell you. Karen, are you still here, darling? I bet they are, because they'll sit and watch. God bless them.
Absolutely,
there
Claire.
she is. Months and months. We've been waiting months and months, haven't we, darling?
People need to know that saying no is not a weakness.
They just come in today.
Yeah.
Toast, beans on a marmite.
Toast. Talking about the wind.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, no, she did have marmite at the hospital, didn't you? Exactly. That's what I said. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
Yeah. The
celestite is in. And Karen and Sharon. There's loads of lamps left. Thanks, Karen. I've got a celestite lamp. I'll be putting it up in my new studio, my Barbie Dream house. Yes. Have you seen all me doing my little shorts by my beach? Just anyway. Changing the subject, the celestite is in. We've just got to pick. We've got first pickings tomorrow morning of what we want. So I've said, just go and grab everything you can. There's spheres. There's stand-up hearts. There's flat hearts.
Let's have a look myself.
I'm not even joking you. And the egg things. It's like a whole sphere, and then just literally caverns of celestite. It is unbelievable, and they've kept it for us. But when it's gone, it's gone. And I don't have to do all that market. When it's gone, girls and boys. It literally is getting rarer and rarer, celestite. And so, literally, we've waited months and months, and we, Karen, darling. They're like, for God's sake, we were going to go to bed after a cup of tea and biscuit. And now we're up doing this. You don't have to stay here, Karen and Sharon. Love you
don't
both.
worry, guys.
They are working their bits off. and I can't thank them enough. They're working their bits off because everything's getting busier and busier, and they're doing the very best job ever. So please be patient if you're waiting for things. And because we've got a whole new load of people in now, I think they think it's Amazon. So it's not there the following day. They're like, where's our delivery? It's like, well, hang on a minute, it's 24 hour. It'll be like 2 days.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, what's Kim doing, Julie? Is she being naughty? Polished or tumbled? They're both. We've got tumbled and polished, darling, and raw. There's all different states of it. There's some that are raw and polished. There are some that are raw and tumbled. They're all different, but they're all the same hand mined. They just literally have taken them out of the ground. We have asked if we can get some updated videos from them getting it out, because we've got some on our website, on Karma website. But it's just so sweet. Look at all the little villagers. They get so excited when they start getting it out the ground. I love it. So we're so lucky to have that. Yeah, look, Celestite calms, soothes, comforts and relieves.
Yeah, absolutely.
The angel stone. Absolutely right. Worried
But
about
I will say to you, when you're cleansing that particular stone, Celestite or angel light, it can dissolve very easily under water or salt water. So it's the kind of stone you need to smudge or sun
or selenite, or chuck it on the selenite.
Yeah, or chuck it on it. Yeah,
and that's why we've bought the quartz and selenite discs for you to charge it on them.
Yeah, brilliant.
That's why we've got them in Karma as well, so that you can actually charge with another crystal, which is the best way of Celestite. Yeah. Rose quartz is another. Basically, anything that ends in I, don't put it in the water. Don't charge it in water. Okay, keep it. Like Amazonite. Oh, I've got that on there, haven't I? Somewhere. I don't know. Is that Amazonite?
That one is, isn't it? That one.
Oh, that one, I think.
Yeah, I think that one's the Amazonite.
Oh, or is that? Oh, I can't remember. I've literally got brain flog.
I've
got brain flog.
Brain flog. No, but it's just true, isn't it? Brain flog. When you think about it, you've been flogging your brain too much. It's given up.
I've come up with a new saying. Is there any end? Is there any end to my?
You need a cup with brain flog on it.
I've got brain flog. Get out of my face! Flog. I got brain flog. Yeah, that's a really good. That's better than brain fog, isn't it?
Yeah,
brain flog. You're having your brain flog. Hi, first time on here. Who's it from? Glasgow. What's this? First time on here, girls. Thank you. You mentioned LDM Glasgow. Was it from Dixon's Pharmacy? Yes, Peter. It was, my angel. Dixon's Pharmacy compound it. Of all the places in the world, we do it at Scotland. Yay! So you can get it from there. It's delivered to you monthly by courier, and you have it in liquid form, and you titrate from 0.5 milligrams up till you find your sweet spot. Mine used to be 3.5, but for some reason this time round, because I stopped taking it because I didn't feel I needed it, and I started taking it after Darren went home, and I can only get up to 2 now, and then after that I just sleep for England. So my sweet spot is 2. And as I say, you have to have a private consultation with a doctor. You need to send your notes to see if you obviously can have it. And they'll say yay or nay, and then that's it. Give it a go. Is it going to hurt? You know, another one of my friends, she kept putting it off and off and off. And I went, for God's sake, I said, what is it going to do? Is it going to hurt you? Do you just go on it? Because she was on all the gabapentins, pregabalins, tramadol, Oromorph, and all that kind of stuff for osteoarthritis and fibromyalgia. And she took it, and she was off all her meds, apart from LDN and the odd paracetamol. That was Louise.
Yeah.
But, so, you know, give it a go. There's no, you don't have to wean off it, like all the other crap they give you. You don't have to, you don't have to, like, slowly come off it if you, well, it's the same thing as weaning, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not, I didn't have any side effects at all. They report you have lucid dreaming, some people, which I love anyway, because I lucid dream all the time. So I say, bring it on, darling.
Yeah.
Who knows? Who'll come through? But yeah, so that's good. Have you heard of the prophecy crystal? What do you think, Nikki? No, I haven't. Have you?
No.
What's that, darling? What's a prophecy crystal? From Sylvia. Sylvia, what's that? Can you tell us a bit about the lymph stuff you are doing? The Barbara O'Neill stuff, please. Yes. That is because my ankle started swelling. Again, it's all been kicking off since Darren went home. So I think all the grief and the stress, and obviously what happened to me, which we won't bring up, but you know what, he's things that belong to him. All of the pain, terror, betrayal, everything, I think it's just hit my system. And obviously, you know that our systems are nervous system, autoimmune function, all of that is affected. And so my ankles just started being really bad, really swollen badly. They were horrific when I got here.
They were really bad, yeah.
So I thought, right, enough's enough.
They were like cankles.
No, they were really bad. They were worse than cankles. They were like balloon girl.
Hey,
I'm balloon girl. I can bounce everywhere on these.
They were thankles.
Yeah.
Thigh ankles. They were thinkles.
They were hankles, hip ankles. They were as wide as hips.
Don't.
And so hips don't lie. And I literally
do lymph drainage on you. Was that bad?
I know. So you did lymph drainage massage because she's qualified in everything. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. And then, amazingly, if you've got problems with your swollen ankles, this is the stuff for you. That's Barbara O'Neill, by the way. And it came on as we were talking about it. So again, I don't know if it's AI hearing or I sent the intention out, whichever way. The same as I did on that other thing. When I thought about something, it came up.
Yeah.
And then it came up and it's called lymphoria. It's downstairs, so going up there and down there's going to create too much pain. So lymphoria it's called, and it's all natural herbs in it. Something bark, I can't remember what's in it, but I have to say it dramatically brought them down, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
However, they're a bit swollen today. One, because of all the driving and sitting in the hospital, and that I think has kicked them off. But I have to say there was a very noticeable difference using it, and I've only been on it about a week, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I recommend that. No side effects again. It's all natural herbs. And
Cleavers,
Barbara O'Neill is one of
my
heroes anyway. So whatever she tells me to take, I will.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I tell you what was so weird. I told you this. You were the witness to this, weren't you? The other day, again, when I was sleeping after the other crash, or the flare, after I got back from Karma, right, I was dreaming and my sister-in-law was in it and she was really slim and she's saying, oh, you need to take berberine. I've never heard of it in my life. Which was
really interesting.
So I woke up.
And she went to me, what's berberine?
What's berberine? Have you ever heard of it?
And I said, it's the herbal alternative to Ozempic. Which it is. It's the herbal alternative to that.
Does it work?
It does work, yeah.
No, I do it for weight loss.
Fenugreek is really good as well. Fenugreek and berberine. But one of the side effects to berberine is that it can increase your heart rate slightly. So that's one of the reasons why I don't take it, because it, some
what else
some
does
medications.
It do, though? Why has it come through in my dream?
So it's God, I'm getting brain fog now. It's got one of those what's it called? GL something or other. I can't remember the name of it now. But it basically works to metabolize and level out your glucose levels. So it kind of works in a way where you know it's helping you to metabolize your food quicker, speeds up that kind of metabolistic.
Berberine. No, Dorothy, it's berberine.
Berberine.
So it's BURBURINE, isn't it?
It's berberine, yeah.
Or is it BER?
BER. Let me just check. BERB.
And isn't that weird? I am tired, darling. Did you just join us?
Berberine.
That's what we're talking about. We're in a crash. I'm in a crash. Faye's just come out of hospital, so we thought we'd come on here to just talk about chronic illness and just give you some tips and have a general chat, because I was feeling a bit low and a bit pants, and a video didn't go out tonight, and I hate that, so I just wanted to have a chat.
So basically,
how do you spell it?
So berberine is BER.
Oh, beg pardon, I spelled it wrong.
It's BERBERINE.
Right, what does it say?
Berberine. So it's a blood sugar control. It can lower blood glucose and improve insulin sensitivity in people with type 2 diabetes or pre-diabetes. It's cholesterol. It helps with cholesterol and triglycerides. It may modestly reduce LDL, bad cholesterol, and triglycerides with slightly increased HDL. Weight management in some studies show a small amount of weight loss, especially in people with metabolic syndrome. Polycystic ovary syndrome, it can help to improve insulin resistance and some metabolic markers in people with PCOS.
That's a bummer.
So side effects.
I don't need that on top of my Cape Verde poisoning, though.
Yeah, it can cause some digestive issues, constipation, gas and nausea.
Diarrhea.
Yeah. But again, they have to list all of the side effects, but one of them is a rapid heart rate. So it can interact with some diabetes medications, blood pressure medications, and blood thinners.
Do you know what? Give it a look if you're interested.
So the evidence is promising.
Well, why did I dream of it? So perhaps I need to take
blood
it for
sugar
something.
And cholesterol. So yeah, it's meant to be really good. And fenugreek as well is in a very similar way, but that's just a natural food herb, rather than a supplement. So fenugreek you can put in your food, and that helps you. if you sprinkle it on a bit of everyday food, it helps you to burn calories as well.
I'm not worried about that. Yeah. I just don't know why I dreamt it. I must need to take it then for some reason.
Maybe, yeah.
Sending love to you, Sylvia. Get some sleep and rest. You know, the thing is that you can sleep for England, you still sleep. What's this? I'm popping in to say, what's that?
I had your thyroid out yesterday.
I'm popping in to say I had my thyroid out yesterday, went well and should be home today. But
sending you loads of healing.
Oh, we're giving you company in hospital, Joe. Let's all wish Joe well. That's horrible having your thyroid out, darling. My auntie and my nan
my niece has had that done as well.
Oh, bless you. We wish you well, sweetheart. God bless you in the hospital room. Make them all laugh. That's what I did. And chat up the voluntary men because they're gorgeous. I'll pass, but might help someone. No gas or other. I walk more. Nicky and Faye, you both time. Hey, Tig, how you doing, darling? No, you didn't miss it. Darling, this is completely one-off. We just sat here thinking, because we were talking about it all, and I said, should we just share it with the tribe? Because we're talking about invisible illnesses and chronic illnesses and the way people judge and they don't understand and they always assume when, you know, we should put it out there really and make more awareness of it because it's hidden too much.
It's assumed when you're having a good day and you actually made an effort to look nice that there's nothing wrong with you. And that you're lying or you're not genuinely ill or you're just making it up when it suits you. That's what I always find that is the most frustrating. Oh,
yeah, I know.
Making it up when it suits
you.
Oh,
yeah, having a bad day. You don't want to come for lunch or whatever. I just don't care anymore. But it is funny, isn't it, when people look at you when you you've got your disabled badge or something and then watch you walk in and you just think, I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. Because they just don't get it. They just don't get it. I remember Darren's horrible witch of a mother saying to me, what are you talking about, disabled? There's nothing wrong with you. You're not in a wheelchair. You haven't got any legs missing. It's a disgrace that you think there's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
She said that in front of me, in front of all of them at a barbecue. And I'm like, what am I doing here?
This is the kind of discrimination that people with disabilities and hidden disabilities have to endure. You know, this is what you have to, you're under scrutiny all the time.
Yeah, I know.
It's something you can't physically prove all the time. But in your consultations and all of your doctor's appointments and all of your test results is enough evidence. But why should you have to provide that?
I don't justify myself to anybody anymore. I don't give a shite. Oh, look at Jenny. I don't make plans anymore. I got sick of cancelling because I feel like caca. Then what I would say, Jenny, darling, is make plans with yourself.
Yeah.
So, like the other day, I can't remember where you were, and I thought,
was that when you took Mila for a walk?
Yeah, and I just thought, you know what? I feel well enough to just take Mila down to my beach, and there's a cafe just near my new house, and I just sat there and I thought, this is gentle enough for me to talk, have a cup of tea, and just, you know, connect with the community. And it was just perfect. So, you know, you don't have to make appointments with other people. Make appointments with yourself.
Yeah.
And say to yourself, what am I capable of doing today? What should I do? And then just take yourself off and do it.
What can I do today?
And that's when you then meet and attract the right people that have got the same conditions or understand it. And that's how you get to meet the right people, because people just aren't. Me too, Jane. They're unreliable. Yeah. And it's like, read my message about Epsom salts, Nikki. I do bathe in them a lot, Pete. I had one the other day, actually.
Yeah, I did.
Day before yesterday. And it was lush, just laying there. Again, that's another thing. You know, you don't even have to go out the door. I'm going to have an Epsom salt bath and then I'm going to watch my favourite film. Or I'm going to sleep all day and have sound frequency on. And as predicted by the angel, sound frequency come out and hit the newspapers a couple of weeks ago, bashing the crap out of cancer now, which we all know about years ago.
Edgar Cayce has been predicting this for years.
Exactly. And so sound frequency is so important in your life. And
there's even cancer treatments and cures now with sound frequency.
That's what I said, Jeremy. That's what I said, Jeremy Clarkson. That's how they healed his prostate cancer, by sound therapy.
And actually, Southampton Hospital, I think, is offering sound therapy and cryotherapy at the moment. So it's been worth looking into that if anybody needs it.
Yeah. What's this? I'm going out to the beach this afternoon. Yay, you go, Jenny. I take it you're in Australia. Yeah. I was born without a thyroid. Also have fibro and spine and hip problems. Can't spell the medical name.
again, another thing that people don't realise is sometimes the weather can be very effective on your condition. You know, like this heat, for example, can exacerbate a lot of health conditions. So people don't realise that just having the hot weather can really, affect you.
Oh God!
Equally, the cold.
Have you
really
noticed
cold,
that?
It can affect you really badly.
I can't handle the heat anymore.
No, same. I love the sun.
I know you're a sun worshiper.
But I can be out in it for a little while, and then my blood pressure can start to go up, or I'll start to get palpitations.
Yeah. What's that about?
And because I'm having hot flashes, I'm already very pitogenic. Like I'm already having that's an Ayurvedic term of a lot of heat in the body, and so added extra heat just makes it worse. So I think you just have to listen and listen to your body, what it's telling you. Don't bypass it. If you're not feeling right, then do something about it.
Oh my God, Dorothy, when is moving day? How long's a piece of string, babe?
Oh, don't.
I haven't got a bloody clue. I keep asking up and doing my cards, and all I get is patience, balance, Raguel, and I'm like, whatever. It's just, I don't know what is going on nowadays, but it just seems complete unnecessary delay for the sake of delayness. There's no chain. I'm in storage. What could possibly make this go on week after week after week? I do not know. I've got no clue. So I don't know, darling. I don't know. It doesn't matter though, because I'm here, which is nice.
Yeah.
The heat is nuts. Has anybody noticed that it gets very hot around 3 p.m? Remember when it was around 12 and 4?
Yeah, I've noticed that global, as well.
I told you, the angels have been saying it for ages, darling.
Timescale shifting.
It's timescale shifting, the polar shift, everything's shifting. And so all the times, the seasons, everything is completely going out of sync and resettling. So, yeah. That's absolutely true, because it was 4 o'clock the other day and I thought I'd take Myla out. I'm like, you're having a laugh.
And the other thing,
boiling off.
I don't know if you find this well, the other thing that's really that can sometimes really get you down about this condition is the brain fog and
can someone just take that out? Kevin Spence.
What? Can I rub your... I would if that wasn't damaged as well. No.
Read that out then.
I really was. I was thinking,
Thank you, Karen. I think we're on OnlyFans.
Oh, stop it.
Oh my God. I'm on the same boat. Stay strong. You're not lazy. You're storing up light.
What was I saying before we got interrupted by Kevin's gesture? I can't even remember. See, this is what I said, brain fog. That's what reminded me.
Oh my God.
So what sometimes is the most frustrating is the brain fog. When, for example, you're an intelligent person and you for me, for example, sometimes I forget certain things that I need to remember to, what kind of crystals are for what or what, because your brain fog goes and you can't think. It's like you're having a dementia moment or something.
I know.
And then you're people perceive you as being, oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about, But it's not. It's because you're having a brain fog moment.
I know. I kept having that in the car the other day. I kept forgetting where I was.
Do it. Like yesterday, I was in the kitchen and I was even struggling to think about. I'd walked in the kitchen and then I was just like, what did I come in here for?
Oh, do you get that?
I started making food and I was thinking, what else have I got to do?
I do it all the time. I'm always going around.
And then you're just standing there staring into space thinking, what was I going to do?
Look at this, Gold Heart. Thank you for this space to talk about it. That's why we're doing it, darling. I have fibro and traumatic brain injury. That's what I was diagnosed with. Yesterday, after weeks of home alone, I went out and struggled so hard to manage my errands. You do. And that's the other thing, right? Yeah, I have had allergy test, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
So the thing is, darling Gold Heart, is that you... so I've done it now.
Having a moment, yeah. So we was going to say about how, you can have days of
doing
feeling
errands.
Unwell and doing errands.
Don't overdo them.
It can put you over the edge. Simplest thing.
I was supposed, as I say, you can't push yourself. It's like I was supposed to do a lovely interview today, and the issue with this is it's all right as talking now, but if someone's talking to me and I've got to think of questions and reply and take on board what they're saying, I know I can't do that. But we're just free talking.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, like, if you think I've got to do this, I've got to pick up that.
Like when you asked me about the berberine a minute ago,
it.
and I couldn't. Now I'm well versed in this. I've got a herbal diploma. I couldn't think what berberine was for that moment in time.
I remember what the crystals are for.
My mind went blank, and that's exactly what you're saying. Is if you're asked questions when you've got to do an interview, it's an impossibility. You'd start to look unprofessional at your job because and this is the worry that you endure a lot of the time with these conditions.
Got to keep that energy up.
And when you're in the middle of a flare, you could have a flare for 6 hours, say, and then all of a sudden you come out of it. and you feel a bit awake. And then the evening comes and you're like, oh, I feel awake now and I can't sleep.
Like,
and then you're in insomnia all night.
Where I've been asleep and on my arse all day.
Yep.
And in agony, which I still am to a certain extent, but it's easy to talk like this because you've got such beautiful people. Tribe are amazing, apart from that dodgy bloke.
Apart from Rob's
and
gesture.
So this is easy just to talk like this because it's what we were doing anyway. So I thought if we can help somebody,
ourselves,
like, look, we've got someone in hospital who's had a thyroid out. Oh, look at the state of your bruises from the cannulas.
I don't know if you can see that. I've got a bruise. I don't think you can see it properly on the camera.
First it was your gob, and now it's your arm.
I know. Tell me about it.
You're hilarious.
And now I think I'm getting another infection in my mouth. Oh, bless you. Hi, darling.
Danny, that's who I was supposed to speak to today.
Yes.
But Danny gets it. Yeah. And so I didn't worry. You know, I stress so much. I've actually forced myself before now, sweating, sitting in my knickers because I'm so hot, sitting on a towel because I'm dripping sweat getting through an interview.
And I've actually seen you doing that.
I know.
I know you're not lying.
Thank you. But I don't ever fib on this anyway. No. But absolutely right. I've done that, and it's like you said to me, what the hell do you think you're doing? What are you doing it for?
Yeah.
And I don't know. What is it? Is it we're scared that people won't like us or accept us?
I think it's scared because when you let people down, because sometimes, perhaps historically, the reactions from people that you've cared about when you've let them down has been, oh, that's it, I'm not speaking to you. Or
well, I've never let them down. They've just abandoned me. So it's abandonment issues, isn't it?
Abandonment issues, yeah.
I've had it since I was a kid.
And we both share that same abandonment issue thing. So I think
that's what I was trying to get across before, you know, when people say they've got it sus. No, they haven't. Because everybody's got human experiences,
I was making coffee, what did Kevin say?
I was making coffee, what did Kevin say?
You don't want to know.
He said, you making coffee, not listening to us, Dorothy? Rude. I'm saying that's rude. Joking. He said, rub your rhymes with
Jack
Danny.
And Danny. Rubby Jack and Danny.
He said something very, very, very rude. Very, very rude. And I think he thought he'd popped over to OnlyFans, which is my other account, known as Fluffy Nicky. Joking.
And she just has to lay there. When you're on a flare.
I told you, yeah.
It don't matter.
Oh, yeah. Perhaps we could do like a flare one and just lay there and people might like it.
Flare.
Exactly, because they asked us, didn't they? We were supposed to be doing this thing for Netflix, weren't we?
Yeah.
And they were asking, I forgot what I was going to say then. Flipping hell. What the fluff?
I can't remember for you, but...
Oh, yeah. Have you got any accounts on OnlyFans?
Yeah, that was it. Have you got any accounts on OnlyFans?
I didn't know what OnlyFans was. Someone asked me on Instagram once, said, are you on OnlyFans? I went, no, but I'm quite happy to go over it. If you didn't know what it was. Quite happy to have a look and go over if it's like worth it, so you don't keep getting banned if you say anything dodgy. I didn't realise it was naughty.
Yeah. Talking about brain fog, have you ever done that? I don't know any of you that have ever done this, where you've been driving along and all of a sudden you forget where you're going. How many times have you done that?
Yeah.
When you're driving somewhere, you think, where was I going? And for a split second, you have a minute, and you think, am I getting dementia? You know what I mean? You actually do. You think, am I getting dementia here? It's like,
not. Oh, what's this? Yeah, I went home crying. My system was on. Everyone is struggling. Doctors aren't listening.
Absolutely,
no, that's why I don't bother go to them,
absolutely.
Trace. Brain fog here too. Got some blood drawn today because it's so bad.
I think at the moment, the medical...
I bet you'll come back negative, but there'll be no problem at all.
I think at the moment, the medical profession are literally at crisis point. And, you know, look, judging by the nurses that we had in the hospital ward the day before yesterday, they were so lovely. They really want to do their job, but they're restricted. They've got hardly any staff support. They've got no facilities there. They're on minimum doctors on the A&E. You know, they're really just struggling, and it's disgraceful because they just want to be good at their job and do their job well.
And we kept telling them how proud we were of them, didn't we? And we kept calling them Earth Angels.
Imagine
going,
if they were an army, if think of it in this respect, if they was an army and they was on the front line and they only had 3 guns, 1 grenade, and they was being expected to keep the thousands away, they're going to be failing at their jobs all the time because they just couldn't do it. And the reality is that we're sending them out there.
What our armies are like anyway.
But we're sending them out there in the trenches to deal with situations that have been, you know, man-made as well, so that, you know, they're under extreme pressure because there's people coming in with all sorts of extra problems that were never even there before.
Yeah, don't go too
far. No,
I'm
not going to. And now, you know, they've not got the facilities there to do it.
Yeah, I know. Look at Bob. Good to hear that you are talking about a lot of similar issues we're all going through. Oh, darling. This is why I knew that it would help somebody. I was just sitting there moaning.
We started moaning, didn't we? She went, oh,
I had a right earlier because when it's 3 o'clock, you know when you get people when you're in bed and you wake up, you think it's another day wasted. What's the point? I was in a bit of that earlier because I'm just like so sick of it. So sick. I slept through the whole night and I went to bed at 10:30, didn't I, yesterday? And slept through till 3 p.m.
Even I was up before and I'd been in hospital the night before.
Yeah, all right.
That's all right. I'm not gaslighting you. I'm just saying.
No, it's not.
That's how it affects
It's a subtle little thing going on there. I think you need to leave my space now, and I need to honour it. I need to honour my space.
I need you out.
And it's your house, but I don't care. I'm honouring my space. Archangel Michael said, "Get the fluff out.
Yeah,
get the fluff out." Too bad you can't stay, baby. If you live in the UK, you should go to GSIC. Yes. Those of us at the bottom of the planet so want to go. Oh my God, I'm sure Danny will say on here that there are day passes. Am I wrong? I hope I'm not wrong, darling girl. Oh my God, it's going to be Face coming as well. And it's going to be, we've got Karma stall there as well. But oh my God, you are going to see some legends there. And do you know what? It's just that bubble effect of everybody being together with the same like-minded and the same likened hearts. And they're all, I can't tell you what it's like when you're on stage and you're looking out at the love and the connection between everybody that's awake and gets it. It's second to none. It's second to none. You'll be in it and you'll see it. And you've been there for loads of my things when I was with Colin Fry and all that. This and the retreats we've done.
Yeah.
But this is something else. And Praveen, oh my God, I can't wait for you to meet Praveen. He is the most funniest, gorgeous man. And when I first met him, when we was at GSIC at Bournemouth I think it was last year or year before, I can't remember now. Bit of brain fog. And he walked in, the most humblest, quietest man there. Like he didn't even belong there. And he's the one that's on telly.
Really?
He's the one that's got millions of followers. And he's got nothing about him at all to do with ego. He's the most interesting, most gorgeous man you've ever met in your life. I love him. And Kathy O'Brien, you wait to hear her story. Jesus. It's just mind-blowing, the stuff that people have got to say on that stage.
Yeah, bad connection. So let's come back on.
And the fact, as I say, that everybody is together. And it's just the vibe of the place and how Danny creates this massive party vibe there.
Yeah.
Everybody's involved. We've got the Thursday evening where we're doing a little thing for you on top of everything else. And there's a lot more interactive stuff going on. Lots of people talk about their experiences.
Yep.
So it's a lot more interaction with the crowd as well. Mine is about the biggest secret that has been kept from the whole of the planet forever and ever, amen. And I've got some amazing footage and photographs to show you to just back up my speech. But yeah, there's some really good people. I can't even hardly think who's going there now. But it's just going to be amazing. And I'm sure there's day passes now, or 2-day passes, which means that if you've got other things planned or you're on a budget, but it's really cheap anyway. It's 200 quid or 270 quid for a whole weekend. People, you know, some of these people out there are charging that for a 2-hour workshop.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Or a day.
Exactly. Yeah, and their day lasts for 4 hours because they do lunch, tea breaks. I'm not mentioning any names, but they're charging like 300-400 quid for a 4-hour workshop. And they've got, you know, a whole weekend, or even if you can only make the Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
No, is that
don't worry about it, yeah. But do you know what? I cannot wait to hug all the tribe members there. Yeah. I cannot wait to see you face to face. I see you on the WhatsApp group. I see you on here. Now and then if I do any like Zoom stuff, which I haven't done for ages again because of health and being knackered since Darren, it's just all been a massive whirlwind of poo-ness. But, to just cuddle you and, oh my goodness, it's just going to be so amazing.
Another lady on here just a moment ago mentioned about the eye twitching and things.
Tribe are going to have a party. Oh yeah, eye twitches.
Yeah, eye twitches is another thing that she, you know.
Eye twitches, brain.
Or your eyes opening at different times. You know, sometimes when I wake up some mornings, my eyes won't open; they feel really heavy, and one eye opens at a different speed to the other. It's like, it just won't sync.
That's because I glued one shut when he's asleep.
I spy with my little eye.
Yeah, brain fog. My eyeballs feel like they're on fire.
That's because I punched you in the eye socket. Why you was in your sleep?
That's just a poor cayenne pepper in you, bitch. So my eye sockets, my hair follicles hurt at the moment. So, that's what's hurting. Your glasses, stupid bitch.
She's got her glasses embedded into her head where she's been sleeping for so many hours.
Do you ever? I tell you what else I get. This is massive.
It's literally embedded. It's grown into her hair.
My hair, since it's hard water, it's gone shit since I've been living here. I haven't got the soft water like Devon. I'm going to get a soft water thing put in my tap.
Don't blame my hard water area.
No, it's just... Well, it's my hard water area as well now.
Wait till it starts to affect your foo-foo.
Do you ever get... Great.
The hard water.
That's the only thing that's pretty much works. It's not going to work, is it? Something's going to happen. Foo-foo time. Yeah. Perhaps that's why that bloke told us to rub it.
Rub your foo-foo.
So... The other thing are the hammer spots in your head.
Oh, yeah.
It's a round bit around your scalp and you feel it and it absolutely hurts like hell. Yeah. And have I got any at the moment?
Or your numb legs, like your legs
really
go numb
weird.
all of a sudden.
There it is. I've got one there now. Oh. Right, and everybody I know, don't touch it because it really hurts.
What's it look like?
No, it's not. You can't see it.
Oh, just a hurt lump.
Yeah, it's just it's not a lump. It just hurts like someone's gone bang with a hammer.
That's like sometimes when you put your hands through your hair and it hurts. It's
like, I've got that at the moment, follicle pain.
Yeah. Like when you've had your hair in a ponytail for too long.
Yeah.
And you take it out and you get that horrible
That's what I've got now.
sensation. Yeah.
And even my fingernails and my fingers hurt. I had to take... Darren's is all right because it's so big. I haven't had to take that off. I had to take all my rings off because they're so swollen. So do you get that as well? It's all normal. Hair follicles on my arms hurt sometimes. Touching my skin feels like that there.
Yeah.
Feels like I'm driving a
your finger
hammer in there. My finger and my arm hurts.
That's what my brother used to say to me. I'd say to him, it really hurts when I press there. And he goes, sorry, it's your finger.
No, but seriously, that
don't
really
press
does
there
hurt
then.
Don't press there. Yeah. But that feels like really tender, doesn't it?
Yeah. I know.
Rib pain.
But actually, in reality, it's a... I won't even say the word what it is. Because it's a daily grind, isn't it?
Mm.
Of not knowing... It's the unpredictability of not knowing how you're going to wake up each day. What you're going to be like that day. And every day you have to...
pain, teeth
pain. Yeah.
Sinus. I've got cheekbone
pain
as well. Gut
problems, bowel problems. What's that?
Pins and needles.
A hot patch somewhere.
Numb.
Really hot patch somewhere all of a sudden.
Weird side and hip pain and thigh pain. So I can't.
And I know this sounds like we're being like hypochondriacs, but we're just giving you a rerun of some of the experiences you're having, sensational experiences. Because I sometimes get it where I feel like I've got crawling sensation over my whole body.
Oh, I hate that.
And it makes
restless
me feel
leg syndrome
sick
as well.
It makes me always feel like someone's scratching down this chalkboard, and it's making me feel, and I just can't get away from it.
Yeah.
And it just comes on out of nowhere, and you can't sleep because you're tossing and turning.
I know. And flu symptoms. I've got flu symptoms at the moment. So I feel like I've got headache, blocked nose, sore throat, and it will just disappear again in a minute.
Yeah.
So these are all things. It is the biggest cover-up of a pandemic ever on this planet.
Yeah.
There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of us suffering with this.
It's like the endometriosis.
And I'm not being rude to MS people with MS. But I think the last count was 47,000 sufferers. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people with ME and fibromyalgia, and we're left to rot.
Yeah.
Doctors rolls their eyes every time you go in, like,
Yeah.
Or
and it's the same
they
as the
put everything under the umbrella of ME.
Yeah, nobody pays attention to it. It's just a problem that wants to get shoved aside.
Look, see, Charmaine, feel less alone. That's exactly what we've come on here for. Not for a sympathy vote, not for anything, but we're talking about it. And I felt really bad that I couldn't speak with Danny today and we couldn't do anything. We're sharing. And this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted when I was laying in bed all those years. I wanted to find a tribe or find a place where I could feel I belonged and people got me and understood it. And I wasn't a hypochondriac and I wasn't alone and that I wasn't the only one having... Even a doctor, it's in Me, Myself and I, that book. Yeah. Even the doctor said to me, there's nothing wrong with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen the psychiatrist? It's all the doctors. It's anxiety. Yes. It's the other one. You're in fight or flight. It's anxiety. No, it's not. It's not anxiety. you know, and it's a chicken and egg, isn't it? Because when you've been ill for so long, you do start to struggle with your anxiety as well and depression, because you're sick and tired of being ill and you're anticipating getting ill, and you're
exactly.
So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy to a degree.
I said to them that I wanted to kill myself. I was honest when I was in bed for all those years and lost my house and everything. And I said, I just want to die. Every day I look at that morphine bottle and I want to drink it. The only thing that stops me from doing it are my 2 dogs. So that's where I'm at. And I was really chitty with this doctor. I think we need to refer you to the mental health crisis unit. I went, yeah, do you think? So I went there, and so I sat down. I was quite belligerent. I had to get a taxi because I couldn't drive. I dragged myself in, sat down. I was sitting in my pajamas with a sweatshirt over the top because I couldn't dress myself, right? Sat there. And so she was, well, how can I help you today? So I told her what happened. She went, you're not supposed to be here. She said, I'm not surprised you feel like that. You're in permanent agonising pain. Nobody's listening to you. You're incontinent. You're homeless. She said, you've lost everything. Your partner's stolen everything from you. She said, I'm surprised you haven't even, like, tried to commit suicide already. And I thought, oh, thanks. She goes, but seriously, she said, the difference is your depression and your anxiety and your suicidal thoughts aren't the problem. It's what you're reacting to, and you're reaching out for help and assistance. So she said,
it's linked,
you shouldn't
because
be
you're going to feel depressed if you've got all these things going on in your body.
So then you go back, but it's not just that. I didn't have a house. I didn't have any money left. I couldn't feed myself. I was just buying dog food, and I was having dry biscuits at one point because I thought all the people wanting money, bailiffs took all my money. I didn't have nothing, absolutely nothing. And so she said, I'm not surprised. I said, is that what you're going to tell me? She goes, you're not clinically depressed. This is all part of, sound like I'm drunk. That's another thing.
Yeah,
slur your words because it's too much effort to talk.
Or you mispronounce your words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
forget your words.
So she then referred me back to the GP. The GP's then like, oh, we'll put you on antidepressants. I said, well, is that not really going to help? Oh no, Cymbalta, that really helps you. Duloxetine really helps you with this. Then you find out it's a red label drug in the USA and that you can't get off it. It took me 7 years to get off that drug because you can't wean yourself off it. And that's one of the biggest warning things on the packet in the US. Why do the US seem to know more about their medication than we do?
Yeah.
And so don't.
And Germany, why do Germany know more about medication and have more available? They're in Europe. Why can't we access it?
What about my darling friend? I won't say she's just out of privacy for her, but she was given such horrific prognosis for the cancer she had, and it pretty much got to a lot of really concerning places. And so the NHS here, and I'm not dissing the NHS, my God, we watched them work last night. This is not what this is about. I absolutely promise you. And then she found this person over in Germany, and nearly all of it's completely gone when she was just given a prognosis of, well, nothing we can do for you. And so that was cryotherapy and ice. What is it?
Cryotherapy and
ice,
sound
dry
frequency.
Dry ice blasting. And it's blasted everything out. And yet in England it was, sorry, that's it. You know, but as I say, you know, do you remember when I went to that planet through that that Stargate type thing, that portal that time? And they had all of those huge dome places with all the medi-type bed things in. We've got that coming. We just got to wait for it.
It's all technology. It's
already there.
We've held at the moment. Yeah.
It's already here, but it'll get there. I reverse chronic fatigue and fibromyalgia by removing gluten and dairy and sugars. Oh, this is so important. Well done, Naz. Right, on NASCO, one of the things you're really going to have to do, the one thing that happened, as soon as I had my road accident, I became immediately intolerant overnight. My brain suddenly went, no. So for the first 7 years, 8 years, I had no dairy, and this is going to sound really boring and crap, but I had no dairy, gluten, sugar, fat, trans fats, processed food, alcohol, caffeine, I think that was it. And now now and then I have gluten if I can't avoid it. No dairy, restricted sugar, hardly any alcohol, absolutely no caffeine whatsoever. So diet is so important. For some reason, gluten, sugar and dairy really exacerbate this condition, and alcohol. It really doesn't mix. So that's a brilliant point you've brought up there. Look at your diet and what you're putting in your
Including
body.
cigarette smoke is another one that's a massive trigger as well.
Because it's massively important because for
because
some
your body's
reason
getting filled with toxins that your body can't filter out because it's slower
and it's getting more
slower.
sensitive.
It's getting more sensitive
And
and reactive.
I used to drink tea for England, right? I used to drink tea all the time. And then I had a cup of tea, I think it was about 2 or 3 days after I got out of hospital. And I was like, that's disgusting. And I then suddenly started liking coffee. And I couldn't have it because it was caffeine. But I couldn't drink tea anymore. Still can't drink tea anymore. My brain suddenly just went, don't like that. And it just suddenly liked things that it didn't like before and didn't like things it did like before. It was really weird. But the thing is, because it's pain, you think it's all to do with muscular.
Yeah, I'm fine
but
now,
it's
thanks,
not.
Anne. I'm a lot better, thank you.
Thanks, Anne, darling.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better.
And
this was a couple of days ago now, so I'm in the recovery place now, and I'll be getting up shortly. Well, I'm gonna be going to bed shortly because I've got to get up for my readings for tomorrow. So.
I know, I pooed my pants. Yeah. I know, we just wanted to come on in for a little while, but I just literally, what was I saying?
Sorry, I interrupted you. My apologies.
Road.
Yeah.
Oh, for fluff's sake.
Oh, God, what was we saying?
What was we saying, everybody?
See, this is what the brain does to you, isn't it?
Cacao. Yes, I have cacao. I bloody love cacao.
You were talking about not liking tea and coffee and suddenly all your tastes changed and that you wasn't able to drink tea anymore.
Oh, no, because I found out that especially when you start low-dose naltrexone and you speak to the doctor there, this is all brain-based, which I didn't take into account. It's all nervous system and the central nervous system, immune system. It's nothing to do with muscular. That's what it creates from the nervous system. And so on top of that, it creates intolerances. You'll start getting allergic to things. You'll start getting hay fever. It's just really weird. And so somebody's got to do something with it. Oh, Alison, my mum passed in her sleep. Did she know she died? She would have known most probably about 2 seconds after and gone, oh, hello, because she would have been with whoever loved her that was around her at the time. So she would have been in Azrael's arms and she would have woken up and thought, this ain't right because I'm looking at my dad. This isn't right because I'm looking at my mum, I'm looking at my sister. So that's how she knows she's gone. That's from my point of view, from doing hundreds, if not thousands of readings from people that die in their sleep. Yeah. They literally go to sleep and they wake up and they think, hang on a minute, you're not supposed to be here. What are you doing?
And a lot of the time,
they find themselves up in heaven.
And a lot of the time when you're in sleep space, you're already in altered consciousness anyway.
Exactly.
And death is really another altered state of consciousness. So
alpha brainwave state.
Yeah, exactly. It's where you have your visitations and things
she wouldn't
like
have known. She wouldn't have been scared, darling. She wouldn't have gone, oh my God. She literally would have woke up and seen all loved ones around her and pets, whoever's there, and thought, I'm obviously no longer down there anymore. She could choose to go to obviously view that through her soul records. She could view her passing, but most people don't bother. They're up there and they're happy because they're surrounded by love, light, and all of their loved ones. And the biggest thing they want to do is get back down to you to let you know they're all right. So it's interesting because when I spoke to Darren, it must have been, I don't know the time scale now. I was still back at my old house. And I was talking to him. I was like half awake and half asleep on the settee. And I said, what do you remember now of your death? Because it really was bugging me. That's the other closure I got.
Yeah, at the hospital.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this was amazing.
So anyway, so I said, what is the last thing you remember? And he goes, I think I've said this on a video. Because all I remember is just hearing your voice and you kissing my face and cuddling me.
Feeling the sun on his...
And feeling the sun on his face and looking up at the sky and hearing the sea. No trauma whatsoever. Nothing. That's all he remembers. That's all his soul has decided to notch in there.
Yeah, you had all the trauma of the past.
Yeah, I had all the trauma, like we do with dementia.
Did you do enough? Was it?
Exactly. So I've been holding what the fluff, Nick. You know, you used to work on the ambulance strike. You were trained up to the highest thing of first aid and that because I used to do it for the job. The police and everything else. Why couldn't you save him? Why didn't you save him? So it was unbelievable. There was this absolutely... Oh, there's another dickhead. So basically, this nurse was so kind and so lovely. She kept coming in, checking on Faye. We were talking about hearts, and then
and I was worried about whether I was have a cardiac arrest and what would that look like if it started to happen. And
no, you were more worried about what I was.
And then I said to her, I'm worried about, you know, my friend, because like she's, you know, been in trauma, which their partner passed away, and trauma. You know, I'm worried that, you know, if something happens to me and she's sitting here and always at the other one. And then we was sort of, she was saying, no, you'd know if you were going to have one because these certain things would happen. And then you asked her, didn't you?
Because his disgusting family wouldn't let me have any access to him after Spain. I don't know what the full coroner's report was. Obviously, I'd spoken with the Spanish woman and she told me, but I said, thank Christ I got that bit of notes. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got anything because that's how disgusting his family are. But I said to her, look, I said, I remember these words that the coroner in Spain told me. And so what does that mean? She said, I'm telling you now, I know exactly what that means. She said he had a condition that was already in his family, which they were stupid enough to not even tell him, because his nan went the same. And she said his heart stopped. Then and there, it would have stopped anywhere at all. And there is absolutely nothing you could have done to get him back. She said even if a paramedic was on the beach and literally did what they did, they call it a no shock. I said, that's what happened. I said, it said no shock on it. And I said, you do it. And I was screaming, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. I said, it's saying no shock. And she said, it flatlined. She goes, there is nothing coming back. She said, you never, ever were allowed to save him. She said it was not going to happen. And she goes, and to be honest with you, if that happened in hospital, she said in hospital, she goes, we wouldn't have brought him back either. She said it's 5% chance, and it would have been catastrophic, and we don't think he would have come from afterwards. And that closure, I was crying my eyes out, when I because I was like, oh my God, and that was my final closure. So I'm not saying me to go in there and do that,
but you also got some closure in that experience.
Massive
you faced
closure.
The trauma of thinking someone was having that. Spoke to the nurse, and she helped you with the closure of.
I couldn't believe it. She gave me. I said to her,
that happened.
I said to her, you can't imagine how much closure and peace you've just given me, and it made her a bit teary, didn't it? But she said, I absolutely promise you. She said he was not going to be coming back from that, even if it. She said absolutely not. And then when she said the no shock, it came back. I saw a no shock, and I was screaming, "You're not fluffing doing it right. You're not fluffing doing it right." And they're going, "There's no." She said, that's because it was literally gone, done, ended, flatline. Nothing's bringing it back. There was no electricity to bring anything back to life. So I'm happy now. I'm done. That's me finally done. We saw the resuscitation the other day. And so that's me done with it all. And there's absolutely nothing I could have done. But I've lived with that in my subconscious since it happened. And I think we'd all be the same, wouldn't we? What I could have done, would have, should have. We think of every death we ever have. People that take themselves over. I should have phoned. I should have gone there. I should have taken them. I should have listened to them. You know, we just always find a way to blame ourselves because it's the guilt process of grieving.
And it's trying to understand and give a reason for why things have happened, but sometimes there isn't a reason. It's just your time.
Of course it is. It's our contract time.
And there's nothing that you could have done to change that course of action.
No, absolutely. What's all this going on here? We're chatting away. Hello, Glasgow. Here, look. Do you know where Dixon's Chemist is, Laurie? It's in Glasgow.
Well, I suppose we're coming to the end.
Yeah, we are, because
you're tired. I've got to get up for readings tomorrow, and I want to be in top form.
I've got a banging headache. I need to get some sleep. But I have looking at Darren in the Karma commercials. Oh, I know. Someone was moaning about that. What is that? What happens when a baby dies due to a cot death? They go straight up to their whoever's there, exactly the same. Go straight up, and they're surrounded by love. They're never alone. Azrael takes them up to the plinth of healing. You'll know about this if you come to GSIC, because I've got the full map of absolutely everything you're asking. And they're safely loved, and they are very old souls normally because they've chosen to come up early because they can't be asked to do a earth experience. And then they work out how to get back down. In fact, they're the most successful at showing you they're about. Pitter patter feet, starting toys up with their siblings, nicking all your stuff and apporting your personal objects. They're very, very good at making themselves known, little babies. But it's exactly the same. It's very peaceful. There's no trauma, there's no stress. And if there is any trauma during that shift of transitional stage, they're taken out of it and they can either witness it or go up with Azrael. And I'm going by all of the readings I've ever done that have shown me exactly the same thing. Murder victims, suicide, violent deaths, all of them. But I'm starting to really flag now. My throat is...
That's what I'm saying. I think it's time.
I know. Tracy, it's lovely to hear from you. Tig, thank you so much for listening. We really hope it hasn't come across as a... I don't know. We just felt like we needed to share it. And I think that we've reached a couple of things. Any spiritual tips for conceiving? Rose quartz and amber. And go and touch the Bridget's swans and her altar in the White Spring at Glastonbury. My friend did that. She was very, very whatever, Nick. I went, just go and do it. But tried IVF 3 times and fell pregnant naturally with rose quartz amber and going to the White Spring. So, darlings, I love you all. Karen and Sharon, if you're still here, thank you, darlings. I love you for everything you do. Bob,
thanks everyone for listening.
All the tribe. I really hope we've reached someone and kept some people company that really needed it tonight, because I get it, because I've been there. And sorry if it was a bit itsy bitsy, but
thanks for having me.
We tried our best. That's okay. I didn't even introduce you, Faye. They know who you are anyway. Don't they, darling?
They do.
Go over to Faye's channel as well. What is it's Realms of Faye, isn't it?
Yeah, Realms of Faye on YouTube. I've not got many videos, but I'm building on them.
No, because she's only just started and she's had a lot to cope with. She's had a dad pass, a sister pass, her mum's been poorly, and she's obviously got her conditions. We're all trying our hardest to do things for you. Yeah. And it really is very, very difficult. But every day we're always thinking, what can we do to help people, don't we?
Yeah.
And even when we're sitting in the hospital, we were cheering people up, making sure they're okay. Even you were, with all your sticker stuff everywhere.
Yeah, I know. And I posted on my Facebook, actually, just to give people from a couple of days ago that I'd videoed some of it, just because I wanted to give people an insight into what it is like to be dealing with these things on a daily basis.
And how to
not for
cope.
Sympathy or victim mode, but just, and I never post things about my health really too much on there at all.
No, you should.
But
it's the reality of who we are and how we cope with it and how we get through it.
Sometimes I think people need to realise.
We're giving people advice and tips and guidance on how to cope with health, because the problem is our bodies do not mix very well with high vibrational frequency, and the more that we go into that high vibration, the more we're going to have to look after our bodies, because they ain't going to like it.
Yeah.
And so it's a
like,
fact.
It's like going into G-force, isn't it?
Yeah.
In a way.
Absolutely.
Like when you're in the plane,
Yeah. And not only that, people say, well, why haven't the angels healed you and things like that? But perhaps think about it this way: it's part of the experience. But we've decided to do that because I'm going to be honest.
Born in the time of ascension.
I'm going to be honest, Faye. Right, be honest in front of all of the tribe.
Yeah,
thousands of people going to watch this.
Yeah.
If we were well, what would we be doing now?
We'd be probably getting pissed, going out, having fun every night, going on holidays all the time. Burning the candle at both ends, doing loads of stuff.
We used to sing karaoke till either our throats cut out, or we'd run out of booze, or we fancy going to McDonald's at 7 a.m. We'd go on holidays. We were always the last people standing, weren't we?
Yeah.
And I think that certain part of this, not all of it, because, I know that part of my soul contract is to take people through trauma, pain and illness and how to cope with it and how to get out the other side. But also, I think that if we did have our full,
we wouldn't be much good as service for others.
We'd just be having too much fun.
We'd be having too much fun. Yeah.
And not only that, it's like today. Do you know my biggest joy is I was really upset because I hadn't spoken to Danny with doing our interview for GSIC, and then I cancelled something tomorrow, and I'm like feeling really peed off that I slept all day, and I got up and I hobbled in agony down the bottom of the garden, and then I said to Carl, which is Faye's husband, I said, Carl, pass it over. And there was a begonia that needed repotting. And the biggest joy of my life was taking the begonia out, which was, by the way, drowning because it had no drainage. It was full of maggots, wasn't it? No, that was something else. And just taking it out, loosening all the roots up and repotting her in this lovely big spacious pot. and you could see almost breathing. It's the aerial in me, darling.
Yeah, you love
and
all
that
the
gave me
nature
such
stuff,
joy. And I thought, my God, joy used to be
going out, clubbing it, and having
I know.
And now it's going into the greenhouse with Carl.
Yeah.
And
being around plants.
Cole's got a YouTube, by the way. It's called Greenhouse Geezer.
Greenhouse Geezer. Do you know what?
He's just started it. It's a bit of fun.
Carl
really.
is the most funniest man you'll ever meet in your life. He's hilarious, right? So this is massive medicine for me staying here at the moment. But what I'll say is, right, is that he used to do, he's awake, wide awake. And so he used to do all the conspiracy but truth stories and all the rest of it.
He's had about 7 of his TikTok
as soon as he gets up to, like, he had 40, 50, 60,000, and then boom, they shut him down, and he keeps getting shut down every single time he gets up to 10,000 now, right? Because he speaks too close to the edge. So he started doing his greenhouse now, and I've been teaching him stuff. So has Faye, and it's got humour with it. It's got us in it as well, isn't it? On TikTok, and he's doing it on YouTube here as well. Find him on YouTube and just watch the adventures. But there's learning in it, how he's learning and tips and growing vegetables, because we're getting into that state now where we are having to grow our own food.
We're getting old
because of the crap they're putting on it.
Our version of a good day out is going to one of the local nurseries.
Oh my God, we didn't we?
Not children nurseries, nurseries for plants.
We had a lovely day out, didn't we? The other day, and then I was a bit knackered afterwards. But
or going in the greenhouse, digging up a few plants, or stealing seeds and cuttings. From wherever we go, oh, look at that, let's cut that off.
Because I've lost, Darren was my wingman to look out, and so now we've got each other. So if we see somewhere, we've got to get a cheeky little cutting.
Or I say, I'll buy this one, and then you can take a cutting of it.
I know, exactly. But then you just literally watch it grow and create. Oh, I love it. I can't wait to get in my
someone
greenhouse.
Someone asked how long we've known each other. We've known each other since 2002.
Yes, that's...
I'm not good at the maths. So what are we now?
God, my brain is...
2022 is 20 years.
25 years.
25 years, yeah.
25 years. Jesus.
Right?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
25 years. Get more for... I could have killed 5 people by now.
I know.
Anyway, darling, it's such a lovely, lonely life. Yeah, it is lonely, and that's why if you want us to do more of these and we just keep you company and talk a load of old pants, let us know. Because the difference with this is if I've got to do a video or say an interview, you've got to do a structure, you've got to make sure you answer right, you've got to channel quite a lot of the information, or whatever word it is, inspirational, and it's hard work. But this is just us talking and shooting the breeze with you.
Yeah.
And if you'd like it, we'll do it from time to time. If it helps you and gives company to people, I get it. That loneliness, and this last year and a half,
we haven't got the energy to be Archangel Michael people in the hospital like that. Steve, we have got the energy to perhaps do a few lives here and there.
I was chatting him up a bit. It's the first time I've chatted anybody up since Darren. I felt really guilty. It was only a joke.
Yeah, it's just a bit of banter, wasn't it, for you?
A beautiful, kind-hearted, bright blue eyes, didn't he? He was really handsome.
And there was a lot of security walking through as well that Nicky was catching her eye.
No, you were as well.
In the end,
we were joking about it.
We were just joking about it. And in the end, she was going, God, it's more fun in here than it is going out.
I know. I said to the nurse, you got any popcorn, love? If we could do some popcorn, that'd be lovely.
And when they moved up to the wall, she went, oh, it's a bit boring in here now. I'm sorry to bore you with my heart condition.
But it was to make you laugh as well, though. You know that.
I know. It's just a bit.
Laughter is the key to everything. Yeah. Love and laughter is just the key to everything. And it was just so funny. But he kept coming back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Do you want any more chamomile tea? Oh, thank you very much. I won't say no to that. It was great, wasn't it? Yeah. He kept coming back and giving us loads of tea.
Nicky ended up going to everyone else after they wanted tea so she could just keep watching him walk past.
I know, I did. I went into this girl and this woman was all on her own. I felt really sorry for her, bless her. And
I'm having a hot sweat.
Daughter died, her husband died, and she's on her own, and Jesus Christ. And so I said, oh, do you want another cup of tea? Bonus, that means I can go and ask Steve, I need another cup of tea over there. But no, it was nice to just be with the people that are on their own. Yeah. And so that's what we've done today. So I hope we've given you something to think about, or just gave you something to watch. No, not at all, darling. But yeah, I'm most probably burnt out from doing this now, so I mostly sleep all day again tomorrow. But hey ho. Yeah. But it's just one of those things, isn't it?
Well, I look forward to doing readings for whoever's coming to see me tomorrow, and for those of you that are still waiting, please just bear with, because Like I say,
I told you.
I'm a one-man band. And,
I told you.
I can only work 2 days a week because of my health, so
I think you're putting too much pressure on yourself. I think you should, as I said, I think you should hold it off and just say reading's held until you've honoured all these. Because I had 500 people waiting, and that's why I stopped doing them, because the pressure of keep cancelling and rescheduling because of my health. And I was letting people down. It was stressing me out. And then I'm thinking, oh my God, am I going to be okay tomorrow to do them? Then I wasn't. And then people are like, oh, well, you're okay to do that. And you're like, oh, do you know what? And it got to 500 people, Faye. I don't want you doing that.
Yeah.
I just
I'm okay at the moment. And when I get
to
the point where I'm not able to do it, I will definitely let people know that.
Just stop, catch up, and then carry on again. But I'll tell you what else we'll do. We'll definitely.
I've reached my limit at the moment anyway, so it's just literally waiting lists at the moment anyway.
But when we feel better, we will definitely do an even and medium shit.
Yeah. And
we will do an even when we're feeling better. But at the moment, it's you couldn't make it up. And then Myla fell in the ponds.
Oh, darn.
God, she thought that I knew it. I saw it 5 minutes before.
And then she was been itching ever since.
So she's had to go to the vet. She's had a
reaction to the algae that she was in, even though she got shampooed instantly. She's had a reaction to the faith in nature that she used to shampoo her, and a reaction to the algae. So she's been scratching, keeping Nicky awake all night.
Oh man, it's just been one of those weeks.
It's been one of those weeks where everything that could go wrong has gone wrong.
I know. It's okay. It's all good.
Yeah, but
it's still here.
You're still smiling.
It could be worse, and we're here talking with loads of people that are willing to listen to us.
Say night now. I think people are dropping off just like we are.
Quinton. I love Kim. She's such a darling from Scotland. Love her heart. We should go and stay at her house. She lives in Scotland.
Yeah.
Go up to Scotland and have a bit of Highland jinx.
Yeah.
Anyway, darlings, what is that how about? I don't know. Anyway, tribe.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting
as always,
now.
I love you all. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining us. My head is banging out of my head now. So, look, someone's just saying hello, but we're going. Night. God bless you all. Keep the faith. Just keep going. And if you get lonely, just replay this again. And if you want us to do more, let us know in the comments or put some posts on or whatever, and we'll do some more free forms like this again for you, okay, darlings, when we feel rubbish. So rather than do a full-on, I don't know why I'm saying full-on professional video, because I don't do them anyway. I'm laying here with a crystal thing on my head in my pyjamas.
What you just mean is free flow videos.
Yeah.
Free flow.
We're just literally talking with no pressure.
Yeah.
All right, my darling. So we'll speak to you again soon.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you for all your love and support, and hopefully I'll be well enough to get a video out for you on Saturday.
And to cover all of the countries, good morning, good evening, good night.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it.
Good morning, good evening, and good night.
God bless you all. Stay safe. Love your hearts. Thank you for being here. Mwah.